Hi guys. All right, so today is the 6th, but I'm going to go over yesterday since we had some trouble. So we continued working on our Are You Smarter Than a Fourth Grader, and we did our Stinky Feet game. And those questions that we went over are down here. All right, so we started off, I think it was, let me just work backwards. Let's see. So we did. I don't remember where we started, but anyways, we did page 12, where we were talking about positions and values. And so when you have sets of numbers and they're in a certain position, you're going to start on the left, and that's going to be your first position. And as you move down, that would be your second, third, fourth, and so on. And so you just match the values that are here, and then you match. So the 6 is in the first position, the 12 is in the second position, and so on. This one was finding the rule that worked for each input and output. So we said 30, you're adding 32 each time. This one here was a part whole. So in order to find the missing part, we need to take away these and we'll be left with what's missing. On this one down here, this was a multiplication problem. So you have 3 glasses and that they're drinking every day for 6 days. If each one contains 12, what do you need to do to solve that? So again, you're not actually solving it all the way out. You're just matching the equation. Here we talked about strip diagrams, just taking the information and matching it down below. So just taking sentence by sentence by sentence. And then down here with the questions about money, just being really careful with the verbiage because there's always things in here like she bought 4 shirts. And then you would have to do 13 4 times. Or on this one, there was another one. Let me see. Right here, 2 patio chairs. So some of those money ones, you have to really be careful because, you have to do it twice before you get your answer. With the remainder question right here, you've got this remainder. Since it's asking what's left over, that would be that 5 part that was your remainder. So go through there. So we left off on page 13, and then we did some independent work, and we worked on 14, 15, and 16. So we'll go over those today and then work on the remainder there. Then in reading, on the agenda, you have your Crenshaw link right here. And we went back and we had some time to finish section 2. So we turned that in, and then we got into groups, and they worked with the group to work on the poetry assignment. And so that was right here, week 34 poetry. So that was all group work as part of their independent practice. And then for science, we went over, back up here. So we were talking about instincts. So instincts are, it says your genes don't just control the way you look, they can also determine what you do. Instincts are behaviors or organisms that you're born knowing how to do. So we talked about some of those things that we're born knowing how to do. And it says without these instincts, living organisms wouldn't last long. And so every instinct helps an organism survive by sustaining life processes, protecting itself, having energy, having mobility, ensuring future generations. So we went through these and discussed for the bear, the blowfish, the puppies, birds' instincts, the peacock's instincts. So it says your genes don't control everything you do. Many things about you and many things you can do were learned. So a learned behavior is a behavior that you learn. You were either taught by someone or you watch someone do it, And this just doesn't go for humans, but also for animals and plants as well. So we talked about some of these learned behaviors. Now, in your seesaw assignment, there are 2 pages or 3 pages that we did. So the first one, if you go down here and you open up the sample student here. Thank you, sweetie. Here, I'm recording yesterday's thing, and I'll talk to you in just a sec. Okay, so page 2 can be all the way. So we got the definition for what a learned behavior is, an instinct. And then if you go down here, let's see, let me find. Right. No, maybe I went too far. Right here, so we talked about some instincts and put them on the left-hand side, and then some learned behaviors, so things that you were born knowing how to do versus things that someone taught you. Then down here on the bottom, we worked on this as an independent assignment, so you just flip a coin. If it's heads, then you go by this column on the left. If it's tails, your monster that you're making has this on the right here. And so you can do that for independent work. And then we will be reviewing today on Thursday, and then we'll have our traits and behavior test, which is down here on the bottom, on Friday. So go ahead and draft that when you're done. And then for social studies, we continued working on our social studies assignment in Seesaw, which is right here, week 34. And I went through this in yesterday's video, so you could go back and look at that. And that was it. All right, thanks, guys.